Good morning and welcome back. I didn't even do the good morning. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. Whatever this thing is going around, we need to get a natural disaster for it.
I'm telling you.
You hear Teresa in the background. In between sets, you're hearing me hacking and stuff. I'm getting my voice back a little bit. I think that's because of the coffee, but stimulating the vocal cords. But anyway, tell us about this event coming up this weekend. I'm excited about it. I'm going to be out there. This is the first time you've done this, isn't
Yes,
it?
it is. I've wanted to do it for years, but just hadn't had the right timing and to get it all together and all. So I just said, well, I don't have time to do it now, but I said, we're going to do this, you know. So it's going to be this Saturday, and it's going to be at the Kiwanis building, and it's from 10 to 3, and it's free.
Huh, I like that word, too. There you go.
There's no cost. And we're going to have door prizes, so you can make something when you come. So, and some nice door prizes, too. And I'll go over those right now if you want me to.
Sure.
We have a grill from Power South.
Oh, they always give good stuff away. They're good
and
people.
A grill from Covington Electric.
Another good set of people.
And Jackson Honda, they are going to give away a Honda generator.
Very important thing to have during one of these things.
Yes.
That's very nice of them.
Yes, and then the Andalusia Hospital, they have 2 nice thick jackets and a knife set. And then the Andalusia Health and Fitness, we have 2 certificates for tanning from them.
Ooh.
So you can get tanned and be ready for the
tan,
summer.
And if your power's out, you can use the generator.
Yeah.
And then if you want to tan and have a grill, you can grill, tan, and have a generator.
There you go.
And if it's too cold, you can put the jackets on and get in the tanning bed.
I don't think you want to do that. But we got some good door prizes, though.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And all you got to do is walk in the door, put your name on a piece of paper, and you're eligible for the door prize.
Media eligible?
Huh?
Media eligible?
I don't know. I have to think about that one.
Boy, I know. I always That's all right. I understand. But anyhow, there's a lot of organizations that are going to be out there. They're not business organizations. They're local governmental organizations, churches and things.
Right.
And we're looking at Covenant Baptist Association, that laundry unit. Folks, if you have not seen that, I remember Ivan, okay? And I was working with the Red Cross then and helping them out. I was a storm shelter manager in Conecuh County when Ivan came through. And then when we were over here, after the storm, I was part of the feeding program. And right there in the First Baptist parking lot, we set up tents, and I mean, it was huge.
Right.
They went and got that laundry unit after that. It is phenomenal.
Right.
I mean, think about it. You know, what was the biggest problem Teresa and I have? You see, I've got pressed, you know, what you call dry clean clothes, okay? Not that would do it, but, you know, you're clean, you try to stay clean, and after disaster, you want to have clothing to wear.
Right.
And it's not real, but it's muddy, it's dirty, or it's full of smoke, or whatever it might be. That laundry unit is going to come in handy.
And it's the Covington County Association Baptist.
Covington Baptist Association.
They're the ones that actually house that laundry unit. And so I wanted people in the county just to see what we had here. Of course, they use it in any disasters around.
I saw it at the First Baptist Church is where I had seen it at, is why I brought that to mind. Who has I don't see it on here, hold on. The porta potty thing. That trailer with porta potties in it.
I don't have it.
I think it was the city of Andalusia. They had it up over there by Springdale, back in the parking lot over there when they were doing a bunch of renovations and stuff. I mean, that'll probably be available.
Yeah.
You know, that you can wonder some of the things, but that's not going to be there.
No.
But Survivor Storm Shelter. Now, is that this here?
That's one of them. We have them, and then the storm shelters of Northwest Florida and the Alabama Safe Shelters. All three of those are different type of companies that sell the storm shelters, and they're going to have them there so you can look at them, see the different types, see what you may be interested in.
I got a question. I don't know if Carlton can pull up one of the underground round storm shelter pictures off the internet and throw up here real quick while we're talking about it. My biggest fear, and maybe I shouldn't say this, okay, is I am claustrophobic, okay? But during a tornado, I don't think that would really much matter.
Yeah.
When these are put in the ground, is it a good idea to let the local agencies know that they're there? Because let's
Yeah.
say debris or something gets on top of that door
Yeah.
and you can't get out.
Yeah, our local 911 center, they have it specified on their addresses that they do have a storm shelter at that location.
Okay.
And all these that we are doing through this grant, we're making sure that they're documented through the 911 center.
So they know to come kick stuff over if they don't see you hanging around. So, all
And
right.
talking about being claustrophobic, one of our applicants that had applied for it, he was worried about his wife. So they were waiting to this time for our expo, and he was going to bring her out there and let her get in them and just make sure everything was okay and that she was good with them before they decided exactly what they were going to get. So
I had a guy tell me one time when you get in a situation like that, because we had talked about storm shelters, and he says, just find somebody that does murals, okay, and paint inside an outdoor scene. Okay.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, and just stare at that while you're in there, and then and then if you hear running water coming through, then you know you have a problem.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing, flooding in those things. Is that a
Yeah, I think it used to be an issue years ago, but they have revamped, and that's why FEMA will only do certain types
they've
of
got sump
shelters.
pumps now and
Yeah.
things like that. Then the air filters. Now these aren't bomb shelters like I grew up with in the '60s.
No.
No, so these have nothing to do with that. These are storm shelters. Big difference.
Right.
Big difference. All right, and let's see. We have a bus conversion kit. What is that?
That is something that we have on hand through the EMA office. It was actually funded by the Alabama Department of Public Health. And it is a way of converting a regular school bus. You take the seats out, and then you have this kit that you put in there that you can put stretchers in there. And you can transport anywhere from 14 to 18 patients at one time in the school bus. And we have 2 of those kits here in the county, and we just wanted to show not just the public, but our emergency personnel. We've never installed it for them to look at, so a lot of our emergency personnel are very interested in seeing that. So.
Well, I'll tell you, now's a good time to do things like that, and I don't want to, I'll tell you about it, but back when Ivan came through, that was the first thing since Opal that had been a problem in the area. And myself and the, I think it was WB at the time, went out to the sheds that we had the cots in. And he said, boy, we haven't been out here in years. And we went and started opening cots up, and guess what? They weren't in good shape.
Yeah.
They had been a little bit weathered, as they say. But you're good. You know, it's a good thing to shake out the moths and everything and see what's going on. Dale County Chopper.
We're going to have 3 choppers there. We're going to have Dale County Chopper, the Life Flight Chopper, and Earhart Chopper. All 3 of those are going to be there, so you can look at them and talk with the pilots and just get a lot of information about what they do and how they do it.
All right, EMA boat.
We have a...
Is that for fishing?
No. We have a boat for search and rescue that a lot of people in the county don't know that we have, so we're going to bring that out and let them look at that.
And then, of course, the sheriff's office vehicles. I mean,
they have some new Tahoes that they're going to...
You know, I heard they had to get those because the sheriff put on so much weight.
I'm not going there. No, I am not going there.
If you haven't watched, I pick on him all the time. I call him Chunky. But anyway, I know you're stepping away. Fire department's going to be there with extrication demo. That's fascinating because, folks, if you've never seen a real extrication or a practice one, hope you never have to see a real one. But it's neat what they can do with those vehicles and even buildings they can get into and things like that.
They're going to have 3 cars out there that they're going to do it several times so people throughout the day so people can see their demonstration.
And then Andalusia Fire Department has that little firehouse. That's been around forever.
Right.
Oh, I told Chief Ethan he may have to use that when his wife kicked him out.
There you go.
But,
at least they have a place to go.
Yeah, he would. And let's see. I've got the storm shelters, all that done. Now, inside. That was outside. Okay. We've got the tables only. You got, just go ahead. It's all yours.
The Alabama Forestry Commission, they're going to be doing a chainsaw safety, going over exactly. And in most cases, that's where you get your most injury is when they're doing the recovery phase. And people start cleaning up and get a little lax and trying to get in a hurry. And a lot of our accidents come through that. So they're going over the chainsaw safety. Red Cross will be there to pass out their information. The possibility of blood mobile is going to be there. We're not quite sure about that right now. Of course, we'll have a booth out there. We're going to do some face painting and then really stress the sirens and shelters at our booth. I always mess this up, Chattahoochee GP and Yellow River Watershed. They're going to be there with their laptop actually showing people how to get on their website so they can check the weather gauges and water gauges, to see the information. And that water system is, down at the southeast part of the county is where their data comes through. The Southeast Alabama Gas is going to be there doing safety tips. E911 is going to be there. They're dispatchers and just talk with the public about when to call 911 and what information they'll need, and just to see some of our dispatchers. A lot of times you don't see them, you just hear them. And also they're going to be doing the ID kits for the kids.
Cool.
Do the information, take a picture and get a sample of their hair for DNA. LBW Community College, the EMS, they're going to be there doing the first aid techniques. That was a big thing in North Alabama when all the tornadoes come through, that they really have pushed now trying to get the public educated on just basic first aid, because there was days before some of their
people don't understand that you're out of water, you're out of electricity, and your medicines. If you're a serious diabetic or heart patient, you need to be ready.
Mm-hmm. Right, and not just that. If you get injured,
right.
Our ambulance service, they're going to be going as wide open as they can, but it's to the most needed is where they go. So if you
and
just
where
got
they have access to.
Yeah, and if you just got a scratch on yourself or a bump on your head or something, you need to be able to take care of yourself, and giving the ambulance and rescue time to get to you, which in that case in North Alabama was sometimes days. It was several days before they got help.
And Wayne Godwin, of course, will be involved in that.
Yeah,
good guy.
He'll be doing that demonstration. The National Weather Service from Mobile will be there. They're the actual people that set off our watches in the mornings for our area, so you get to meet them and talk to them. Barron Services, that is a private company, and after the tornadoes in North Alabama, they came out with wanting to help and saw a need for getting out watches and warnings by the phone. And that's come a big thing.
It's a huge thing
now that a lot of systems are doing that. But what they have done for EMA is they have installed computers in every EMA in the whole state, gave us a computer and the software that we can do it. And they're going to show you how you can set up, sign up for that program. It's free, and it will ring on your phone at work, at home. You can, if you're traveling through another county, it'll pick up that and give you the watches and warnings for that. Covington Fire Protection is going to be there. He's going to be selling his fire extinguishers, and also he's going to do the training on the pass, and I'm sure you're familiar with that.
Yeah, and I'm familiar with Paul. He's got a good heart too.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get some good deals out there, folks.
Well, he is.
He's where I got my halon extinguisher from that put out that fire.
Oh, really?
Yep.
He is helping us with the training part of it too, giving us the fire extinguishers to do that training. And a lot of people have never picked up a fire extinguisher, let alone know how to operate it. So when you have a fire, that's not the time to try to figure it out.
Exactly.
This is the time to try to figure out how to use the fire extinguisher. Again, the Sheriff's Department is going to be there. Covington Electric. They're going to do safety around power lines and generators, which is a major thing.
Right.
A lot of people just don't know what to do about power lines. They're going to be giving you the information on that. Jackson Honda is going to be there doing the generators. Southern Link is going to be giving out information on emergency communication preparedness. The Alabama Department of Conservation is going to be doing hunting safety. We're going to have Walgreens down. We're going to be selling the NOAA weather radios. And then Alabama State Troopers are going to have their rollover simulator.
That is awesome.
Now, I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it. Also, the big ones for the kids is going to be the Alabama Marine Police. They're going to do the boating safety. They have that jet ski simulator too.
For the
and
kids.
for the kids, and they're well, you might can, I don't know, we'll see.
see.
And they're also going to do the T-shirts. We're going to have free T-shirts, and what they do is they have the decals where their children color them, and then we iron them on their T-shirts, so they'll get that. Surf Pro is going to be there, and you talked about them, a new company that's in our county that I think is going to do good for the people of the county. And then South Alabama Radio Club, the ham operators.
Yep.
Wonderful organization.
Oh, you betcha. People don't even hear about them.
No.
You know, they get in, they do something, and months later you hear about the ham club or they've done some wonderful things for this community and many communities across the country.
They're actually going to set up some of their equipment there. I don't know. They may talk to Japan or something on a little battery. And I don't know what all they're going to do, but they're going to show their stuff off that day. And they're wonderful. And then we talked about Earhart, and then the Alabama Department of Public Health. That flyer that I have around, you can see the hospital tent is on there. And I've never seen this in person. I've seen it on video and stuff. But if we have anything that happens to any of our hospitals, or if we do have a mass casualty incident, they can just pop this tent up in less than 30 minutes and
like
have
a MASH tent.
and have a full-fledged hospital. So they're going to have that there so the public can see that also.
Tell us again where it's going to be, when it's going to be.
It's going to be this Saturday from 10 until 3 at the Kiwanis building, and it's free.
Well, Susan, you don't know how much we appreciate you coming out here and sharing all this valuable information. Folks, I'm not kidding you. This is serious stuff for this time of year.
Yeah.
And if you ever need to get on here again, share, you got a key to the door. And we'll be out there this weekend and
That's
visiting
good.
with you. And we'll see if we can bump some kids off that jet ski.
That'd be
Get
all right.
away, Johnny. It's Eddie's turn. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
I know.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But fantastic job over the years you've been doing.
Thank you.
Love to have you come back. I want to talk about next time, sometime in the near future, talk about the difference between 911 and EMA. Because at one time it used to be under one house. Now it's separate. And people are still saying, well, I'm going to the EMA office, and they go to 911.
Yeah.
911 setting off those doggone sirens again. They call 911. What's going on?
Right.
And I don't know. Listen to the radio, because
Right.
that's the only information they'll have
Right.
is what's going on there. So, folks, Susan Carpenter, our EMA director, you can call her for her services. I did it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Right there.
We're going to keep it real in just a minute.
Forgive me.
That's
Susan
all right.
Harris.
There you go.
And I'll just say Susan. That
There
way
you
I'm
go.
safe.
There you go.
But Miss Susan Harris, our EMA director here in Covington County, doing a fantastic job. And I will have bruises on me today. I
Yes,
can
you
tell. Yeah, see, I knew it. See, I ain't worried about you so much as I am him. See, 'cause he a big guy. He is he still offshore?
He is.
Wow, now that's a neat guy.
He's wonderful.
She's got a wonderful husband, and he's just been a good guy all the way around. And good folks, thanks for tuning in.
Keep it real.
Keep Jesus in it, folks, and pray for me while we get out of here. Love you all. Thank you. See you tomorrow right here on WKNI TV 25. If you want to see this full interview in its entirety, go to www.wkni.net. It'll be up there in a few hours. Carlton, the doorman, will certainly have it up there before lunch. And you like that look?
I like it.
If we ever end it, it'll be up there.
If we ever ended. You know what he's telling me? We're over.
I know.
Yeah, but that's all right. He loves to go over. He just got trim here and trim there. Right?
Right.
All right. God bless y'all. See you tomorrow.